About 1 year ago, I started putting in 10 plus hours a day into the Memecoin trenches every single day, and I documented the entire process on this YouTube channel right here, starting all the way back in March. I have learned so much from the trenches, and I have made endless videos on how to get good at this thing. But I want to talk about today all the lessons that I learned in 2024 while trading Memecoin. Look, first things first, you have to understand that when you're starting out to trade meme coins, you're competing against people who have been doing this for a year, 10 plus hours a day. I mean, you go on a calculator here, that's literally 10x like 365 hours a day. People have like 3,000 plus hours on this screen right here. So don't expect like this is gonna come easy. Making millions of dollars in the trenches is not something that like just comes overnight. You're not gonna get that good overnight. It takes a lot of time. I see a lot of people like start scanning and start trenching, and like some of them do get good really fast, but a lot of that is like depends on like who your friends are, like your circle, who you're surrounded with. If you have like no one that's going to put you on to how to trade meme coins other than like this YouTube video, it's going to take you a lot of time. You are competing against other people. It's literally like a video game. The more hours you put in, the better you'll get. You don't want to min max here. Like you want to get good at literally every single part about trading meme coins, whether that be like understanding what to scan here, understanding like CT culture, understanding how to read the chain, understanding how to read CLO and look at people's P&Ls, understanding like when they got in, why they got in, understanding like who they are. Like there's so many different aspects of meme coin trading. That's like the number one thing that you have to understand. Like this won't come overnight. This is a skill you become just good at over time. So the more time you put in, the better you'll get at this. But like generally the amount of money here that you can make is it's uncapped. I mean, you look at like someone like Cupsy, you look at someone like Profit, there's like insane P&Ls, like $11.1 million in like the last few months. Last 30-day P&L, $4.6 million. I mean, even yesterday, like Profit himself cooked tremendous like $1.16 million on one coin in 5 minutes because of a snipe, $38,000 into $1.2 million within minutes. So I just want to go ahead and get that out of the way. Let's start talking about everything I learned in 2024 as a meme coin trader. When I first started trading, just like looking back at like my old videos, a lot of what I used to do, obviously, people always ask me, Orange, how much money did you lose before you started winning? And dude, when I started trading in March, there was no such thing as like trading pump fund coins, okay? We were all trading on Photon and we were on new pairs, okay? So like, this is what we were trading, new pairs. There was no pump vision. So like I started, and look how many coins were being made a second. Like you had like 5 coins every minute. Now you have like 5 coins every second. Pump funds made it really easy to make coins. And back here, you had to worry about like liquidities getting pulled and getting rug pulled. Once like pump fund was introduced into Photon, I think that's like when everything really changed. And we started going from like this meta of just having to like scan new pairs. Now we were scanning pump funds, and I started to track wallets around this part. I think this is where I really realized like, hey, tracking wallets is like super important. There used to be like a really big KOL influencer back in the day, Mr. Frog. He used to have like a lot of motion on pump funds. And if you were able to just like, hey, Mr. Frog bot, and you were able to like manually copy trade like really, really fast before copy trading bots were a thing, you have the chance at making a lot of money. I started realizing that like one of the most important things that you could do is tracking wallets, looking at every single coin that's been performing throughout the day and finding those top traders and trying to find who they belong to. So for example, like if you go on Twitter and you look up Memecoins, who tweets out like these daily recaps of like everything that's going on in the trenches, right? And you're able to like understand the current narratives, because everything I realized about meme coins was like every coin behind it has a narrative. How many people do I think I can get in before? So like for example, Peanut the squirrel. When Peanut got kidnapped by the NYPD, when it got killed, obviously that was going to make very big news mainstream. And how many people do you think you could get in before on Peanut Coin before it became mainstream and got listed on Binance, Coinbase, and hit $2 billion market cap evaluation? So every coin, you have to think about it like that. You're placing a bet on any coin. You're placing a bet that you think is undervalued, right? Like odds are really in your favor, and you're hoping that more people start catching on, and then your chart kind of just like looks like this forever. Melo yesterday tweeted about all these coins, and what I would do if I was just starting is I would go to a lot of these top trader coins and look through all these wallets, and eventually I would just try to find who they belong to. So like this is a top trader on LM. He bought 1.1 mil, and he's up like almost 2 mil unrealized on it. I'd try to go on Twitter, search for the wallet. As you can see here, he's like made a lot of good trades. And yeah, I would check the P&Ls, check on SoulScan. Maybe the wallet is named. Maybe I can find something that helps me get closer to whose wallet it is. But right here, just on being on SoulScan, I would never track this wallet because it's very clear to me that there's a bot making tens of transactions a second. So I can kind of skip this wallet actually and kind of go here to a wallet that looks like they made a legit trade by putting some good money in and making a lot. I'm going to go ahead here and like this wallet turned $500 into 178K. And I want to see whose wallet this belongs to. I want to see if anyone's tweeted the wallet or anything like that. As you can see here, a lot of this wallet has been traded before. I can look on CLO. try to find its overall P&L. It looks like it's been cooking overall, not just on LOM. And I'm not able to find who the wallet belongs to. It's not named. It has no SoulScan name, but it's okay. I can continue to track this wallet, right? Like if I want to add the wallet to my wallet tracker, right, and be like LOM top trader 20, I understand that means it's a top trader, a top 20 trader on the coin LOM. I just kind of want to speed run through this video a little bit because so many different things I learned in 2024, but it's just like things like that, right? Like if you put in the work and you're trying to look through hundreds of wallets, and you can start pairing up wallets, because all it takes, right, is for like somebody to like have tweeted that wallet. Like for example, like go to Cielo, say you saw like my wallet, right? This is one of my old wallets, by the way. Let's say you saw this like cook on like Eagle Coin or Konosuke or whatever, and you look at the wallet. Obviously, like this wallet has been tweeted about a lot. Insider alert. It's funny. It's funny. I look at my wallet here, and like people think it's Pal's wallet or whatever. It doesn't look like there's like any direct association. Oh, actually, right here. Yeah, like this guy said I cheated this coin, and like right here, it was very clear that like this was Orangie's wallet. So it just takes like things like that to kind of start associating people with their wallets. That was like the number one thing I realized I needed to start doing, tracking different FNF wallets. I remember back when I was starting to trade, I was trying to join alpha groups, FNFs, and I didn't have a lot of friends. Me and my friends were playing Fortnite. We had just started trading, so we started paying for groups. We started paying for like DigiWorld, Shock, Pastel, whatever, until the point where like we got pretty good in these groups, pretty known in these groups. Like we were really active every single day. And then you get like invited to like private groups. And I had actually gotten invited to this private group that was pretty good. It was like the better version of what was considered to be like DigiWorld, right? Versus FNF. I got invited to this because of DigiWorld. So DigiWorld is like the paid version group, and then their private group is like versus FNF. I got invited to Versus, and I learned a lot of things there. I met a lot of people. That was like the most important part. Because like you're joining these alpha groups that are paid, you want to meet people, right? Like you want to make your time like super valuable in there. You don't just like want to buy every shit that's put in there. And eventually I met a lot of good people in Versus. A lot of those people became like close friends. I got invited to like alpha chats, like different ones, and you know, just our hardcore trenchers, and I just met people from there, right? I kept meeting people from all these different alpha chats, and like, you know, now I have like all my alpha chats open on the side, you know, Cupsy, Assassin, Crizzy, whatever, and that really helped me. But I ended up getting kicked from Versus because I gave like a few bad calls or whatever, and like got into like some drama with some people. Like the point was like, you know, being in Versus allowed me to gather a lot of good wallets, a lot of like, hey, that FNF, this is a list of their wallets. Like meeting more people gave me access to so many wallets that I wouldn't have found on chain because they were just like more low key and nobody really knows, but like, you know, understand who they are now. That was like the number one thing as far as like on chain skill goes, was to understand how to track, how to read the chain. Okay, another few things, right? When you're buying meme coins and you're just starting, you are like super emotionally attached to your coin. You're also super like community member. If I can just give one tip here, if we can go through like my public wallet here, go through the biggest losses, I want to go ahead and show something, because we do this thing in Potion every day, right? There's like, as you can see right here, there's a call going on right now in Potion with like 400 people in here. And there's a chat here. And when I go onto the stage, I realize that whenever I review people's wallets, a lot of them are holding to 0. So number one tip that I would give is like never hold your coin past -80, -90. As you can see here, all my biggest losses were cut very early. -34, -50, -25%, -56%, 53, 20. I never allowed myself to get to -90 plus. I only had one -90 P&L, and it was BitScroll, and I got mebbed on this coin. So as soon as I bought, I didn't have Med Protection on, and I lost all my money instantly. That can be avoided by having Med Protection on, which you should always have on your trading bot Nova. That's like the number one rookie mistake I see with a lot of new traders, is that they buy coins. And when you buy a coin, you have to understand a few things, right? When it's like a brand new pump fund, you're basically kind of like, you're placing a bet and you're hoping other people also see the bet you're placing, right? And you're trying to get it at good odds. But sometimes like pump funds get so oversaturated that like these coins just never get anywhere if you're buying like extreme new pairs. Once this coin's like about to graduate and stuff, like I would say it's a little bit safer. But yeah, I never allow myself to lose more than like 40%, 50% on a coin, and I don't set a stop loss ever, because like stop losses can wick you out of like these like pump funds and stuff. So don't have like automatic stop losses set up. Just like in your mind, in your heart, understand that like you want to cut your losses pretty early. At least that's like what's worked for me, right? You never want to become a community member of any cat. You never want to like be super emotionally attached to it. It'll make you like not be able to sell. Like for example, Solana Cringe Cat. If I like fell in love with this community, right, or for some reason, and I became like a community member, I was in their Telegram 24/7, and like the coin doesn't end up working out. Now I feel like so so emotionally attached to everyone else who's also a community member that I would just never be able to sell, and I'm just gonna be losing my money, and that's not worth it. Okay, another tip that I have written down is I learned to be really, really fast. So like clicking through a lot of this stuff, this is like basic tips by the way, right? Clicking through a lot of the social medias of these coins, I understood that like you got to look at it really, really fast. So like this is more like scanning new pair tip. Whenever you see a coin that you think looks good and you want to click on the link, right? It takes a few seconds for it to load. So while it's loading, you want to stay looking at this page. And so I press with my middle mouse button, right? Like I press this down right here and it'll open the tab, and then I have my fingers on Control and W ready to close the tab, right? So I'm looking at new pairs, see if anything is coming out, right? Like LA fire dog missing. Okay, this doesn't look, it would be a terrible narrative, right? This could potentially hit the news because of everything that's going on right now in LA. But I'm just gonna avoid it because it was like a random news in a different language that tweeted it. I don't know if it'll do too good. But when I'm opening tabs, I'm middle mouse buttoning it, so once it's loaded I can take a quick look at it, and then I can Control W to close the tab, Control W to close the tab. The point of this is to get really, really fast. Even when I open a coin, I keep a tab with new pairs open because I don't want to like miss out on anything, right? Everything I'm doing, like I just got really good at doing it fast, whether that be like checking the chain, checking where the wallet got funded from, all this type of stuff. Just like you want to get like really, really fast with it, right? Because it is a game of speed at the end of the day. Even if you like decide to sell like market cap filters, which I've been personally using recently, like a 10K market cap filter, so you're not like getting super oversaturated with every coin that's like getting put out. Set filters, have your wallet tracker open on the side, and basically like anything that's like coming out should be able to just be really fast and be able to look at it really quickly. Like Biosphere came out 47 seconds ago. I want to take a look at it, but just open it up real quick. Control W, 6 hours ago it has been tweeted, so I can just go ahead and close this. And that's just like a lot of what I'm doing, to be honest. Cincinnati Zoo tweeted this. I just got it on my CT tracker as well. That's why somebody made a coin about it. That's why Tamadua came out, but that's not even the name of the thing. Obviously you can see trenches here, like Timmy asking what's his name, like Harold asking what's his name. Obviously these guys are in the trenches, and you gotta understand there's like at this point there's like thousands of people in the trenches, so the competition is like at an all-time high right now. So if you want to get good at this, you gotta get like good really quick, and there's a lot to catch up, right? There's like a lot of catch up you gotta play. So yeah, it can be a little overwhelming, like getting like really fast at it, but there's also like the other side to it, right? Like let's say you don't have like a shit ton of time and you kind of just like want to buy meme coins and like want to invest in shit, right? Like what's this, for example? Oh, Insta Redwick. Okay. And there's also like the other part of it, right? Because let's say you don't have like a ton of time, but like you want to still be exposed to the money you can make in meme coins, and you just want to like go on Photon, go on BullX, normally whatever, and buy coins. Like you can still do that. Like let's say you wanted to buy Fart coin after you saw like all these news medias were tweeting it. Obviously there's a side of just like buying the coin and holding it for a long time, trying to make a lot of X's on it, because obviously like, you know, being able to get down here like sub 55, like you can make like so much money. But that's just like not my personal trading style. So like this channel is definitely catered to like wanting to get in like super low cap type of shit and just like be really early to it. It's like Owens live, my first live stream. This guy Owens Chill is live. I mean, I'll bite, I guess, just to like give an example, right? Pre-recorded, fake, that's what people are saying here in the comment section. I don't even have audio on this right now, so I don't really know what's going on. Bro, 19-minute stream out of Mayo, why is it going up? Like obviously we can understand that like there's a bunch of trenchers in here. Also looking at this coin right now, and I'm just like trying to see what's gonna happen here. Like, is this a coin to type of feel? Here, let me put on my audio so I can like actually hear what he's saying. Oh, he ended the stream. Oh my god, that's so bad. Okay, I ended up losing actually 0.2. I was actually up like 2 so at one point, but I ended up losing 40 bucks. Got rugged by a little kid. That's unfortunate. Whatever. Go next. But like things like that are gonna happen all the time, and I was willing to place a bet. That like, you know, little kid being live, making a coin was like a funny enough narrative to probably go to like 100, 200K. And I was willing to stick with my own conviction there. And just in general, that's like another big tip I learned throughout this year was sticking with my own conviction. A lot of like me and my friends really learned this, right? So there's also like a downside to tracking wallets is you can let them like influence your decisions and your conviction. Let's say like you really like a coin, like Peanut, for example. You really like Peanut, you really like the narrative, but then you see like all your favorite traders like kind of just like scaling out of the coin. And you're like, damn, if like Profit and Centos, Cupsy are like all selling this coin, even Orangie, like is there really a reason for me to hold it? And then you decide to sell. And then you look back to the coin a day later and it's like at 200 mil. There's like a good side and a bad side to confluence, which is like when people influence your conviction. You just want to make sure that like you're surrounded by the right people, that you're getting confluence from the right people. Like if whoever affects your confluence, like you should just try to reach out and be like, hey, why did you sell this coin? Why did you buy this coin? But again, don't become like super emotional. Don't become a community member. Just try to have like your own conviction built up with your own friends. Don't let the chart affect you. I could have made so much more money just believing in like a lot of these coins. I was in a lot of coins very early. Like I was in FWOG at like 200K, FWOG ball went to like almost a bill, and I could just like held and made like a shit ton of money. Obviously, another tip is just like keep up to date on everything, right? Keep up to date on like CT info, keep up to date on Twitter. Like all day, you want to understand what is going on CT. Keep up to date with the meta. Keep up to date with like TikTok trends, with everything. Like for example, like you want to just understand what's going on. I just made a shit ton of money on this meme coin called Tweaker. I'll actually bring it up right here. I don't have it on. It's like this coin. If you guys don't know what this is, it's like a TikTok trend. Wait, guys, I was recording this video, and anyone who doesn't know, I live with like a few other trenchers, and this guy got me a potion. Woo! It's fire. All right. Anyway, so like this coin Tweaker, I was like in here. I don't have it on my Bullets wallet because I bought on Nova, but I was down on Tweaker super early, and this is like a Leangelo Balls song, and I saw that it was like getting posted by every social media page, and I literally got like 100K entry on this, bro. And I like forgot about it. I set and forgot literally. I ended up setting like at 2 mil. I actually paper handed some because it went like way higher. Yeah, like I was able to catch this type of coin because of like being super active on socials, on TikTok, Instagram, like understanding what like my Gen Z culture is talking about. Gen Z culture like literally runs Memecoins, so being able to keep up with the program is really, you know, obviously tracking CT, just using a ton of tools. There's like a really good tool that I've been using a lot in Potion recently. I'll show this real quick. So like, okay, there's one really good bot command here that if you see like a good project, right, you can do /scam and it'll kind of show up like this, right? If they've ever tweeted a contract address before and deleted the tweet, this command will actually tell you whether or not they've done that. Like for example, I can go to bot command, do like /scam and do like Orangie. It'll tell me if I've ever like scammed a coin, and I can say like, no deleted tweets found for Orangie, no scam only tracks deleted tweets that contain the pump off on link. So really good tools are coming out. Just like being up to date with every tool that's coming out, whether that be like joining Potion or just doing it yourself with your friends. So many different things are coming out every day to like help traders get better, like keeping up with like the latest trading programs, like use Nova. And that's it. That's like really the most authentic way of everything I've learned in 2024 trading meme coins. Like I really just got fast, understood how to switch from narrative to narrative really quickly, got pretty good at trenching, was surrounded by good people by joining different alpha groups and just like becoming friends with people. And that led me to joining private alpha group, understanding the crypto Twitter culture. I mean, that just like required a lot of time. A lot of this like whole game just requires time. A lot of like getting good at this just requires a shit ton of time. Yeah, guys, that's really all I have to say. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you enjoyed, drop a sub. We're almost to 100K. Once we get to 100K, I'll do a giveaway or something and give out some Solana. So if you want to participate, subscribe to the channel. And yeah, big Orangie, and I'm out. I hope you guys can kill meme coins in 2025. Peace.